There is one hidden reason McDonald's is losing customers, and it's not what you think. Sure, their prices are higher and competitors are tougher, and we'll cover that. But the real problem is an invisible force that's slowing down every restaurant and frustrating the customers who actually show up. Stick around as we break down the obvious reasons and then reveal the one you won't see coming. Number 1. The squeeze. The first major force working against McDonald's is what we can call the squeeze. For decades, they were untouchable, but now they're being squeezed from two sides that used to be their biggest strengths: their famous low prices and their unquestioned market dominance. Let's start with the most painful one for our wallets: the vanishing value proposition. For an entire generation, McDonald's was synonymous with cheap. The dollar menu wasn't just a promotion, it was a cultural icon. It psychologically anchored the entire brand in value. But in the 2010s, facing pressure from franchisees who couldn't make a profit on $1 items, McDonald's officially killed the dollar menu, replacing it with the value menu, a name that has become less and less accurate over time. Think about it. A Big Mac meal, once a reliable, budget-friendly option, now frequently pushes past $10, $11, even $12 in major US cities. According to a study by Finance Buzz, McDonald's prices have increased by over 100% since 2014 on some items. The McChicken, once the king of the dollar menu, is now often over $2. The McDouble has seen a similar jump. This gradual price creep creates a dangerous tipping point. It forces customers to ask a question they never would have before. If I'm already spending $12, what else could I get for that money? And that leads directly to the second part of the squeeze: the fast casual boom. This new category of restaurant, such as Chipotle, Panera, Shake Shack, and Five Guys, masterfully inserted itself between fast food and traditional sit-down dining. Their entire marketing strategy is built on words McDonald's struggles with: fresh, premium, customizable, and quality ingredients. The Better Burger movement, led by Five Guys and Shake Shack, redefined what a fast food burger could be, making the Big Mac seem dated. Chipotle offered endless customization and a perception of health that appealed to a new generation of diners. Panera captured the lunch crowd with its cafe vibe, offering soups, salads, and sandwiches that felt more wholesome. McDonald's tried to fight back with things like the signature crafted recipes line, but these premium burgers often failed. They were too expensive, too slow to make, and customers just didn't go to McDonald's looking for an artisan sandwich. So McDonald's is now stuck in no man's land, too expensive for the true bargain hunters, but not perceived as high quality enough to compete with the fast casual giants. Number 2, cracks. Okay, so getting squeezed on price and quality is a huge problem, but the next two reasons are arguably even more damaging, because they attack the very foundation of the McDonald's promise: to be a fast and reliable experience. And just a reminder, the final hidden reason we're building towards is the key that unlocks why all these cracks are forming so quickly. You don't want to miss it. The first major crack is the customer service gap. For years, the standard for fast food service was, let's be honest, pretty low. But one competitor completely rewrote the rulebook: Chick-fil-A. They built a multi-billion-dollar empire on legendary customer service. Industry studies consistently show that Chick-fil-A's drive-thrus serve more cars per hour than any other chain, even with lines that look impossibly long. Their employees are famously well-trained and polite. This set a new gold standard, and it makes the often impersonal experience at McDonald's stand out. Now, add in the rise of the self-service kiosk. While these machines can increase order accuracy and are designed to upsell you, they also remove a layer of human interaction. For many, it contributes to a colder, more robotic experience, especially when you can't find an employee to ask a simple question. The second, and perhaps most critical crack, is that McDonald's is losing the fast in fast food. Speed is their identity. Ray Kroc built the entire speedy service system on it, but that identity is eroding. The primary culprit is menu bloat. In a desperate attempt to be everything to everyone, the McDonald's menu has become incredibly complex. The biggest disruptor was the McCafe. While a huge moneymaker, the introduction of espresso-based drinks like lattes, cappuccinos, and caramel macchiatos threw a wrench into the kitchen's lightning-fast workflow. Making a handcrafted latte is a completely different process than dropping fries or flipping a burger patty. This complexity has a direct impact on you. One person ordering 2 complicated coffee drinks can slow the entire drive-thru line to a crawl. In fact, a 2022 industry study by QSR magazine found that McDonald's had one of the slowest drive-thru times among the top 10 fast food chains. A shocking statistic for the company that invented the game. When you break your number 1 brand promise, you're in serious trouble. Number 3. The hidden reason. All right, we've covered the squeeze on price and quality and the deep cracks in service and speed. Any one of those would be a massive challenge for a company. But what if I told you these issues aren't just happening randomly? What if they are all symptoms of a single calculated business decision, a seismic shift in the company's strategy that is fundamentally changing the nature of every McDonald's restaurant? This is the hidden reason from the title of this video. It's the modern problem that explains the chaos, the one factor that connects all the dots. And once you see it, you will never look at a long wait in a McDonald's the same way again. The hidden reason McDonald's is losing its in-person customers is the delivery dilemma. Over the last several years, McDonald's has gone all in on third-party delivery apps like DoorDash, Uber Eats, and Grubhub. And on the surface, it's been a massive success. Delivery now accounts for a colossal portion of their sales. In some markets, well over 20 to 30% of total revenue. That's billions of dollars. But this digital gold rush has come at a staggering, invisible cost to the traditional physical customer. To understand the chaos this has created, you have to realize that every McDonald's restaurant is now, effectively, running two completely different businesses under one roof, with a staff and a layout that was only ever designed for one. Think of it like an air traffic controller. For 50 years, they only had to manage the planes they could see coming into land. But now, someone has opened a second, invisible airport right next to them, and they have to manage all of those planes too, using the same single runway. That is the reality inside a McDonald's kitchen today. There's the in-person business, the customers in the drive-thru and at the counter. This flow is relatively predictable. Staff can see the line forming and anticipate the rush. Then there's the delivery business. It is a constant, unpredictable flood of ghost customers. Orders appear on a screen with no warning. A single delivery order might be for an entire office lunch, 10 times larger than a normal order, instantly throwing the kitchen into a panic. These orders come with a ticking clock from the delivery app, adding immense pressure on the staff to prioritize them. This operational nightmare directly impacts you, the customer who actually drove to the store. Have you ever wondered why your fast food is getting cold? Your burger might be ready, but it's sitting under a heat lamp while the staff waits for the fries to cook for a massive DoorDash order that came in 10 seconds before yours. Then, everything waits for the assigned delivery driver, who might be stuck in traffic 5 minutes away. Your meal's freshness is now held hostage by a logistics chain you have no part in. And then, there's the atmosphere. The dining room, once designed as a community space for families and workers on their lunch break, now often feels like a bus station lobby. A cluster of delivery drivers, who are just trying to do their job, are constantly gathered by the door, staring at their phones, creating a transient and unwelcoming vibe. This also puts the franchise owners in an impossible position. They are squeezed by corporate to prioritize the booming delivery revenue, but they are also getting complaints from their loyal, in-person customers. On top of that, the delivery apps take a hefty commission, often 15 to 30% of the order total. This means franchisees are dealing with more stress, more complexity, and more chaos in their kitchens, all for less profit per item sold. This one, single shift to prioritizing delivery, is the unifying theory for the decline of the McDonald's experience. It's the reason the drive-thru is slower. It's the reason the staff seems stressed and service feels impersonal. It's the reason your food might not be hot, and the reason the restaurant itself feels less welcoming. McDonald's is alienating its physical customers to chase digital dollars, and while it might look great on a quarterly report, it's eroding the core experience that built the entire empire in the first place. Honorable mention: losing the breakfast war. For decades, McDonald's didn't just compete in breakfast, they owned it. The Egg McMuffin, introduced in 1972, literally invented the fast food breakfast category. The morning rush was their untouchable territory, the most profitable part of their day, built on the simple promise of a quick coffee and a reliable breakfast sandwich. But that dominance is gone. Today, the breakfast landscape is a brutal battlefield. Coffee giants like Starbucks and Dunkin' have completely cornered the premium coffee market, pairing it with their own increasingly popular food offerings. Meanwhile, fast food rivals have launched aggressive invasions into the morning. Wendy's successfully rolled out its own highly rated breakfast menu, and even Taco Bell has carved out a niche with its unique morning items. The most significant blow, however, was self-inflicted. In 2015, McDonald's launched its wildly popular all-day breakfast. Customers loved it, but franchise owners hated the operational nightmare of running two different menus at once. So, in 2020, McDonald's used the pandemic as a reason to officially axe the program to simplify operations. This decision alienated a huge and loyal group of customers who loved the novelty of getting a hash brown or a McMuffin in the afternoon. By retreating from all-day breakfast and failing to innovate against fierce new competition, McDonald's has lost its iron grip on the morning. They are no longer the default choice for the first meal of the day, a strategic failure that has sent millions of once loyal customers to their rivals. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, you will love these two. See you in the next video.